It is a flush, the Format Friday, 194, home of the Playhouse in the morning, and this is the Love Doctors.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
As always, you can submit these online on the Playhouse page at 194.com, and we'll tackle them a couple of times a week here on the show. First up, Love Doctors. Love Doctors, you are the Love Gurus. I've been on 3 dates with a guy. Just 3 so far, so good, but I would say he is my boyfriend, I think. He has a 4-year-old daughter, and I'm fine with that. I love the kids, and he seems like a great dad, and his daughter is a total sweetheart. But last night we went out for a date, and he said he wanted to cook dinner for me, and I assumed I would be meeting his kids, but I didn't just meet them. I met his live-in exes. Apparently, he is still living in the house with his kids and his ex-wife. They are divorced. They have separate bedrooms, but we all had dinner together, and he says they're just trying to co-parent while they navigate this. But she did affirm that he has permission to be dating, and she's a very nice woman, but this seems like an odd situation. Would the average person want to even touch this?
I think it sounds like they've really worked it out. They're able to get along. He's able to have you over, and she wasn't mean or anything towards you. I think that is actually a real.
What I don't I guess what I like about it, and I don't hate about it, is that she confirmed things that you'd have been suspicious about. Like if you'd heard that they were still living together, they got these kids together, but no, we're going through this breakup or divorce or whatever. You might wonder, like, does he really have permission to be out and about? Should he be out on the scene already? The fact that she sat there and like confirmed all that for you, they obviously do have a pretty amicable breakup. I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out with her all the time, mind you.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want to hang out with her all the time, but I think that's a good sign that she's able to allow you to come over, meet the kids. I think it's a good sign. They're trying to co-parent. They're just working through things.
Yeah, just maybe next time don't have a group date.
Yeah, that is a little awkward.
It's a little bit like watching The Bachelor or Bachelorette. A date by yourself is a lot better than them group dates.
But I think you just need to ask him, what's the plan? Do you plan on staying there, or who's looking for a new place?
Yeah, it probably isn't a long-term solution. Love Doctors, you are the Love Gurus. I'm having a fight with my boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, but he agreed that I should just go ahead and send it to you guys and let you figure it out. Over the holidays, he accidentally butt-dialed his ex. I know this because I saw his phone, and that was one of his last calls, and he says it was a butt dial. But it says the call lasted for 11 minutes, and it happened at like 12:30 in the morning when he was out with some friends. He swears it was accidental, but I'm not sure I believe her because that's a really long butt dial. Or I'm not sure I believe him because that's a really long butt dial.
That is a long butt dial.
A very long butt dial.
Don't they, after like 4 minutes, I think the voicemail just ends.
If she answered and chose to actively listen for 11, 12 minutes,
weird,
then that's the only way that could have happened.
I guess that is true, but why would you stay on for that long?
That is a long time for her to sit there. A long time.
Were there any text afterwards where if she messaged him and said, hey, what's going on? Why'd you call me? Or if he reached out to her and said, sorry, butt dial, but 11 minutes is way too long.
Yeah, God, that's suspicious. That is so suspicious.
I would just maybe
I keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
That is weird. And finally today, Love Doctors, you are the Love Gurus. Now, my boyfriend and I said we were not going to exchange gifts this Christmas season because we're saving up for a down payment on a house. Now, we've been together for 3 years, and we have always, prior to this, given each other pretty nice Christmas gifts. So when he said no gifts, I'm going to be honest, I didn't believe him. So I did go out and I bought him a couple of things. I won't go and give you the whole shopping list, but I spent about $340. And he kept to his word, and he gave me nothing. Now, he keeps telling me that I shouldn't have bought him something because we said no gifts. But I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit hurt that he didn't get me even something little. Am I right to be upset here?
Well, you guys really said no gifts. This is the weird game we all play. Yeah. If you're going to say no gifts, you need to really understand. Are you really saying no gifts? Or if you want to say, let's do small, inexpensive gifts. But I got him a couple things. $300, that's ridiculous.
I have never once in my life gifts. And even when I do think that they're really not going to give something, I don't want to run the risk of being the person that doesn't give something. And do you want to know what happened to me? We didn't ever talk about this. You know what happened to me this holiday season? So my mother-in-law lives in Florida like full time, and she was staying with us for a little bit after we came back from our Disney trip. And I was talking with her, and I expected her to confirm this, but I was like, hey, I should just probably ask you. I really didn't buy her anything because we said no gifts. I didn't buy her anything for Christmas. Can you confirm for me that she's never bought me, or she didn't buy me anything? Gifts, but then I still do a little something little, and she does either something little or sticks to it. And I'm okay with that because I'm okay with that. But she's like, oh no, she did get you something. And I was like, is it like a little something? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, what if I buy this? Is that equivalent? No. What if I buy this? Is this equivalent? No. And so I was running around it was Christmas Eve. Running around trying to buy Christmas gifts, and it was miserable. And in the end, we ended up being equivalent, but that's the game you play. I think if you say no gifts, or it has to be something super, super tiny. You can't do that to people.
Yeah, you really have to agree. I don't like the no gifts, and then you're like, well, I'm still going to get something little for them. Okay, but then you got to clue the other person in. I know we said no gifts, but I am going to get you something little. And then you have to be okay if they say, well, I'm still sticking to the no gift.
I'm getting you a diddly squat because I told you I'm not getting you anything.
I get being upset because it does stink that you gave him gifts, but at the same time, you guys said no gift.
At him, I really don't. That's nice of you to have got him something and you spent a little bit of money on him. It sounds like, well, you spent a good amount of money on him.
Way too much.
But now you know the next time that you say no gifts, he means no gifts. Well, now he doesn't know you mean it, though. So the next time it'll be opposite.
Yeah, I feel like you just have to really communicate.
This time, really no gifts.
Or let's just get something little.
I like when people say no gifts and stick to it. Here in the office, we said no gifts, and everybody stuck to it.
It worked.
Well, everybody stuck to it, or maybe I just didn't get anything.
Doctor,